Not gonna lie, my initial reaction after seeing the school in the trailer was, this is how my love for this show dies. And that is definitely, probably, an overreaction. And after seeing the first episode with it in, I still don't know if my premonitions will come true or not. After all, I like the double-parter debuting the Cutie map, and then dislike the following 50-ish episodes around it, so... But okay, let's get into the ep. So, if you haven't seen it yet, they're gonna be spoilers, so probably be a good time to jet now before I get into too many details. Ready? Go! So the premise is that, actually I need to stop already for a second. I'll start by saying that I haven't actually seen the movie, because, you know, I'm a great fan. My excuse is I was working on a video and I wanted to finish it before I watched it because I wanted to make a video on that, but the old video got corrupted, but it was late anyway because I got distracted, I got big into Pokemon again, and yeah, I suck, basically. So I guess this gives me an interesting perspective as a fan who's watched everything but the movie to see if not watching the movie affects your enjoyment at all. But honestly, I don't think it affected my experience at all. Maybe I'd know more about who this is and who she refers to, but I think I'm missing extremely little. So anyway, the Cutie map extends and Twilight has an idea of opening a school and gets permission of the most on-the-nose character name 2018. But it's implied to open the school, they'd all have to work full-time as teachers. I mean, how's that even possible though? Is Applejack like raising a farm and a generation of kids too? Has every pony just quit? Wait, I can't use that term anymore, can I?
Every pony, I mean everyone.
Quite like that, I thought it was a nice touch. Where was I again? So basically we're introduced to the Fane 6. Yes, that is a word, and yes, I use it all the time. I didn't Google words that rhyme with main whatsoever. So the episode revolves around these new, well, I presume all new, characters. Introducing Surfer the Pony, Scootaloo the Dragon, Cool McCool the Griffin, the one changeling that found a wig, I've Got Nothing, and Obnoxious the OC. If I had to rank them based on how much I like them right now, then this would be it right here.
Changeling Girl being topped by a landslide. She has made Shy more cute than Fluttershy has in 7 seasons, and please don't hate me for that, that's just my opinion. No one else I really took a liking to though. I see Gallus potentially being a better Rainbow Dash, i.e. getting a comeuppance every now and then for his gloating. Yona was pretty decent, she made me chuckle a little bit, but her character's personality is clumsy, which dooms you. What can you do with that? You can do like one episode where she breaks something of importance, and that's really it. Like, rip Yuna before she even started, I guess. Surfer showed me nothing, so therefore he was inoffensive to me. He had one moment where he looked like he was gonna not bow down to peer pressure, but then did anyway. Go him. Scootaloo, I feel, existed just to butt heads with Gallus, and that's it, really. And then last we had the Hippogriff. She's not last because I feel like she's a bad character. I feel like there's gonna be episodes where I'm gonna like her. But it's just when she screams stairs, I wanted to punch her. So in this instance, she's last. She's definitely the new Pinky. She'll be really funny one episode, and then the next episode, she will hurt my soul by existing.
I did like Grandpa Gruff though, I thought it was funny. Then they do a sing. The way I judge songs personally is whether I enjoy them or not, and whether I feel like it has a purpose in the episode itself rather than just to be a time waste. I thought this one was a forgettable song, but I thought it enabled a better montage of how the school was progressing, rather than just like cutting from room, here's Applejack's class, cut, here's Rarity's class, and it just doing the same scene like 6 times. So I'll give this song a pass, but not the one in the end though. I remember nothing about it, and I didn't think it was needed. It was just kind of there. So apparently the run in the school goes largely fine until an inspection on Parents' Evening / Afternoon by Naysay, whose voice I love by the way, and he closes school for perfectly legit reasons actually. I mean, the teachers are unqualified and the ponies just nearly got killed by a collapsing building, so, you know, he's kind of right there. I guess a racist tone to this character too? I'm kind of glad it was addressed, as I can see the world seeing this influx of foreign creatures, as the show elegantly puts it, getting this reaction, unfortunately. And I'm glad that Seine was also made to look dumb because it's prejudice. I think it was handled fine, nothing groundbreaking or disrespectful. It was a thing. Fast forward the ads, and in part 2, Starlight gives Twilight a nice little speech to make her realise she should just reopen up the school without the education system's approval. I mean, if anything, the amount of fillies will rise in attendance. Chill with Apprentice and jump off chairs all day? Sounds like a good school to me.
But the EEA rulebook doesn't matter.
So they go to ask for the little ones to return, and all the characters refer to them as students, and the most inhuman talk I've ever seen in this show, I think. Also, this might be in character for people like Gruff, but I feel that Thorax and this dude would immediately mention the child's missing as soon as the former teachers walked in. Maybe it was just so they could do this animation where all the parties emoted at the very same time, but it still came off as like weirdly worded and out of character. So they follow Surfer after taking way too long to realise he'd probably know where they were, and they start fighting rainbow hedgehogs. This kind of felt like they just wanted to cram an action scene at the end of this episode here, but they tell the new characters they should come back to school now because it'd be more fun. They agree to tell Say Hey that they don't care if they're legal school. He goes, well, I guess I'm powerless then, and just disappears. Song, photo, and end. Everybody's happy.
Aw, fine! If you promise to stop singing, Smolder can stay!
It might not seem like I like this, but honestly, I had a few laughs. Thought this scene and the little animation bit was cool. I like the Changeling girl, she is precious. But this is always going to be a hard episode to make in my opinion. They had to introduce a new major plot element and location, 6 potentially important characters, a few minor ones too, with no real drama or conflict, have a closure of a building which we don't have any emotional connection to as we were just introduced to it, and some kids go missing for only like 5 minutes. If all of this was in one 2-parter and it was anything above decent, I would have been very impressed. I feel the better step would have been having 2 separate episodes, a 2-parter dealing with the school setting up and fending off Say Hey, and a single ep focus on the new entourage, giving both stories much more focus each. With all that in mind, I'm giving this episode a smack bang in the middle 5 out of 10. Adios.